Hi everybody, Jackson here. Welcome back to the daily endeavors for the 11th of February. So every Tuesday video is probably going to be a little bit delayed compared to the rest, just because I've got basically trade school on this day and it's an all day one. So yeah, just it should be just day, and every other day should be fun. Alright, so we've got a 10 seal set. Foes class abilities, 8 items at the Clothier table, Thieves Troves, Public Dungeon Group event, and capturing a town in Cyrodiil. So this one here, compared to these four, I'd say scrap it, because any of these options here are just better. Thieves Troves requires Thieves Guild, but honestly, this one's fine. Just do these three instead, I think. So one town in Cyrodiil, the reason I like to avoid this one is there's two reasons. Firstly, there's only a few towns in each campaign. There's one here, and there's one here. These are strategic locations, so people spawn in them, enemies do. And if you want to take a town, it has to be an enemy one, so where the enemies will spawn. The other annoying thing is, because it's the you need to take enemy ones, you can only spawn at your own ones. And so that it's just like running there. If you die on the way, you have to respawn there. It's just a pain in the ass. Unreliable, pain in the ass. And just compared to these options here, for the same amount of value in seals, these ones here, you can't really fail these, whereas you can with a town. Like if a player comes up and kills you, you have to start it again. Like you have to go somewhere. You know, it's a lot harder to fail these ones here compared to this one. All right, so we'll go through. Yeah, I'll start with items at a Clothier table first. So the quick way to do this is to just go to a clothing station, go to creation, and anything that isn't chest pieces or leg pieces, just craft them either with jute, anything you've got other than jute, or rawhide, any of these options. Just make level 1 stuff. There's no point making anything crazier than that if you do it this way. And once you craft those items, just deconstruct them through the same thing. That takes only a few seconds basically if you mass craft. You can also use the intricate items that you've hoarded through writs. You can just deconstruct those as well. That's another way, and this is a good way to get a bunch of resources back to do the writs. It's just like an extra thing on top that you can sort of recycle your material uses, because writs for the gold rewards are kind of the main reason you do them anyway. So alright, so I'll show you the other way, which is the sort of, it'll be the little bit slower but free way. Like you don't need to, it doesn't require any resources to use. You can just do it for free. So you want to go to Shadowfen in Black Marsh. You want to go here, Stormhold, the main city. Easiest way to get there if you don't have it already is to use the boatswains. So you get one boatswain in Davon's Watch in Stonefalls. So if you want to get there, you go to Stonefalls, you just go here, the boatswain's up here. It's Felvis Rogram, it's a Dark Elf guy. He will take you to Deshaan, and then when you're in Deshaan, just get him to take you to Shadowfen, and you'll make your way here. So what you want to do is you want to come to this spot here. You'll see these 3 tents here, and it's this tent on the left I find to be the best. The reason for this is, aside from this person here who comes and goes every now and then, this guy never turns around, so he'll never see you looking at all this stuff. And everything, almost everything here is clothing items. So 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, sorry. Buddy, come on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here as well. And then over the other side, this tent over here, the light armor tent. Well, I say light armor, it's got a light armor look to it. So there's more clothing items here. There's just a couple of things that aren't. You've got gauntlets here that are heavy armor, so just be aware there's a couple of items here. But she usually turns around and lets you steal stuff here, so you can just take that stuff as well. And now we just go to the clothing station and deconstruct all that stuff. So go down to the bottom, see our items that we got here, deconstruct those, and you're good to go. So yeah, those are the 2 ways I suggest doing it. The bit longer and like a slightly risky way, because you can get a bounty if you're spotted there, but the odds of you getting a bounty if you do it that way, as long as you're patient, is really not that great. And you can actually, the lady in the pink dress, you can actually kill her. You can like vamp feed on her when she's behind that dude, and nobody will see you. So if you just want to get out of the way, that's a good way to do it. Alright, so next up, I'll talk about a public dungeon group event, and I'll also try and get some class ability kills on the way. because yeah, it's just good thing to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. But don't worry, I'll show you how to do this one on its own too if you want to do that, or just pick up the rest of the pieces from how many left you need. Right, so firstly, let's go through some class skills. So the most important thing here is you need to get the last hit with a class ability. So it has to be the last bit of damage that you deal has to be something from these things here. So in this case, I'm going to use instead of Whirlwind here, which I normally use for getting weapon kills. You want as much class damage as you can. So we're going to use Boneyard, Colossus. I don't find Necromancers to be the best at getting lots of class kills, but there's definitely worse options out there too. Alright, so now I'll talk about public dungeon group events. The only one I suggest doing is the one in Na-Totambu. If you don't have this place, you could just go in Glenumbra, go to Badman's Hollows, because you unlock the way shrine there like straight away, so it's very easy to get to. Same thing with Crow's Wood. This is a way shrine you start with when a character is created, so it's easy to actually reach these places. The only reason I don't suggest these is the group events take 5 minutes to respawn usually, so if you get there, you might wait a little bit of time for it to spawn. But basically, if you want the only group event that doesn't take ages to spawn, you want Na-Totambu in the Alikir Desert. So when you get in here, if you see some enemies, do what I said, just put a bunch of class stuff down, see if you can get a bunch of kills on them. And try not to light attack too, because light attacks they don't count for class kills for the Endeavour. Right, so again, we've got some enemies here, we're just going to go nuts. As you can see, we're racking up the kills. Public dungeons are great for this, because everything is, there's like lots of little enemies. Wow, what is that dodge window on that? There's lots of little enemies. Yeah, and you've got a tough enemy there, so just avoid that group. Kill this group here instead. I think alright, no, we're good. Get that again. Pop that. And we've done the class abilities one. But I will go through that in more detail after. Don't worry about that. Yeah, that's a really easy way to do it. So we want to keep going through to get to the group event. You can find the group event here. So you just come in here, and then to the left there'll just be a stairway. Oh, there's a chest over there. So down here, just watch the guys here. They will aggro. Yeah, you could just use these guys to get the... if you're still missing a few for the Endeavour, you could probably just use these guys for it. Okay, so group event is as follows. You start with the 2 scarabs. You can do this on your own, so you step on the platforms of the scarabs, then you go to the spiders. Doesn't matter which order you do it in, as long as it's the scarabs, spiders, and scorpions. So scorpions are last, and then you'll get the 3 bosses to spawn. So this is a group event boss here. So you kill these guys, and you've done this Endeavour. And it's done. And the thing is, you get here, it's like, oh, we missed the group event. Don't worry, it takes 30 seconds for this group event to respawn. That's why I suggest this one over anything else, because it spawns so bloody fast. So, yeah, pretty much anything you do. So it'll spawn now. I was a bit off there, but you get the idea. Alright, so I'll show you how to get here. If you haven't got the White Shrine before, that is. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so first thing you want to do is take a Way Shrine in Glenumbra, right here. You start with this one by default. It's the one near Badman's Hollows. But yeah, I think it is well worth it getting the Way Shrine for Na-Totambu. Right, so you want to come down here. You're looking for this boatswain right here. So you can come down here. You just need to be a bit careful because the fall damage is can be a bit much for like lower level players if you don't have breakfall. Right, so you come down here, talk to Azufa in the middle. I'd like to travel. Go Bankrai first. Once you're in Bankrai, talk to her again. You'll see the option for Alikir Desert. That's where you have to. And once we're here, as soon as you get here, you're just traveling straight north. So you get on your horse. So well, you can travel south if you are slow on foot but fast on mount. So what you can do is from here, you just take your mount, you go down here, go around here. There's a big mountain range basically in the way here. So go through Bergamo, you go this way, get the Wayshrine here, and just go north to Sepspine. But what I like to do if you're fast on water, so basically if you have a lot of movement speed buffs, you can take the edge of the cliff there in the water, and you can just get to this Wayshrine and travel that way. I find it's just a little bit quicker. So you just come down here, jump in, and you just hit the drink, and you just keep moving. Now here I've got Coward's Gear, so I gain Major Expedition when I sprint. So if you jump at intervals, you can actually get quite fast in the water. Jumping at certain patterns in the water is quicker anyway, but if you run like the vampire build that I have, that old video that I made a couple of months ago, then this should work well for that. I'll go, and yeah, you can see 30 meters a second. The only thing is the annoying noise that makes one of you start sprinting. But yeah, I did think there would be swordfish here, but yeah, it turns out you can just come through, and it's just totally doable. So if you don't want to have to deal with the fucking annoying noise that Coward's Gear makes, and you want to set with Major Expedition, just go Depth Rider. The set here. This will make you a lot faster in the water. Sigil Portals, always grab these if you find them. You need the Somerset DLC though, just to be aware. Okay, so now we've made it to the mainland. You get the Wayshrine at Oswala Stables, and from here you just travel through here. There will be there's like a bunch of rocks in the way. Just go through here, go up here, and basically just travel. You can travel straight, and then you go around, and you'll be able to get to Sepspine from here. So I think that's just a little bit quicker than going down the other way, but you know, it's up to you really. I'll just go through a bit more on the killing foes class abilities endeavor. So I will link in the description, or I'll link in the comments a set of like what I suggest you use class skills wise on each class to like sort of get the best out of this setup, because this is where I go for my any duties related to getting class skills in this game. Well, I'm the daily anyway. So this is Wayrest 1. You get here from Wayrest. Again, using boatswains, same thing from Glenumbra. Go to Azufa, she takes you to Stormhaven, and you end up at the docks, and it's like right here. It's very easy to get to. The reason you come in here is these skeevers here. They're very weak, don't have much health. So what you do is you group up a bunch of them. So we'll get this group over here as well. Come over here, make sure the crocodile doesn't see us, because crocodiles have a lot of health. And then put all your class skills on the floor, and go nuts. Just don't light attack if you can avoid it, because light attacks don't count. And yeah, just go nuts on a couple of these skeevers here. They're very quick to kill, so you need a few skills. So that's usually the way I do it. It's instance, that's why I use Wayrest 1, so nobody else can come in here and stop you from killing stuff. Because that's the main issue. If other people come and kill something that you're trying to kill, it won't count for you. So yeah, you want to just do this on your own in a place that nobody else can get to. Alright, so one more thing regarding class kills. If you really want to go nuts on the class kill route, there's two sets you can get. So you can get Claw of the Forest Wraith, which increases your crit chance of your class abilities, and you've got Innate Axiom, which increases the weapon and spell damage of your class abilities. So these two together will basically, if you use like other stuff that isn't class abilities, it sort of allows your class abilities to do a lot more of the damage and gives you a higher chance of getting kills with them. It's a bit overkill for this, but if you want to do class kill weeklies, this is something I highly suggest getting on just a character that you can use. But yeah, just don't worry about that too much for now. Alright, so on to the last one. We've got Thieves Troves. So my advice here is either there's an interactive map, or you've got Tianlein's Guide. So you've got Tianlein's Guide here, I'll go through that in a second. But we've got, firstly, the Tamriel interactive map. So this is the UESP page for it. I'll link this in the description. You can click on a zone, and you can scroll in, and you'll see, if you get close enough in, it's about here, you can see blue chest icons. These are Thieves Trove locations that people have found. Now, the biggest issue with this is there is not always going to be a Thieves Trove at these locations. It is a chance spawn. It's just like other nodes, except unlike other nodes, there's only like 20 in a zone, and they usually get snatched up by other players, which is why I don't like this one too much, because usually like you can go quite a while without seeing a Thieves Trove. Sometimes you get one straight away, sometimes it's just shit, like it takes ages trying to find one. So my advice would be to do one of the other endeavors, but you can do this. So this, I'll also link this is Tianlein's map for all the Thieves Troves in Vvardenfell, a little bit easier to see. So this is usually what I use, but sometimes this can also be very unreliable. So I'll make sure I put them in the description, but don't rely on them. They're not always, they don't always work dividends or work well. Alright, so I've done a couple in Tianlein's guide. I'll just remove everything else so it's easier to spot what the fuck's going on. Oh yeah, so we've just got the Thieves Troves, so I'll see if I can find one. Now, Thieves Troves are very distinct when you find them. They're very easy to spot in the distance because they have like a blue aura, like a little blue. I can't really explain it. It's like a little aura that they give off that you can see from quite far away, and they make a distinct noise too when you get close to them. It's like a ringing noise. Right, so there's not one there, so I'll just go search for more. So yeah, like I said, this could take some time. Alright, spot number 2 doesn't have anything. I'll keep searching. Nope, nothing here. So it's 3 so far that I've checked. I had probably like 30 in Vvardenfell. Vvardenfell does have a lot of spots, but the issue with these Trove spots is they are so far away from each other. Now the reason I can actually see them on the map is I'm using an add-on called Harvest Map. So if I go settings, add-ons. I've got Harvest Map. This one here. So every time I pick something up, it jots it down in the map database for me and saves it. So whenever I look at the map now, I can see locations of stuff I found. And Thieves Troves count as one of them. So lots of enemies in here. There might be one in here. Nope. Alright, I'll just leave. Alright, what next? Alright, so I'm pretty sure this one's a restricted area. Yep, this is a restricted area. Yep. And you get a bounty in being here. It's fucking great. Alright, so here's one. Finally, we found one. He just decided not to. Alright, so I'll turn off the music for a sec and turn up the volume. So that's the noise they make. They make like a little ringing noise, and yeah, obviously you can see that they also have like a easily recognizable blue like effect around them. So you just grab one of these. Now you have to take the entire thing. Unfortunately, you can't just like leave it for other people to take as well to make it easier for others. You have to take the entire thing, which is shit. It's really terrible. So yeah, my advice: just do the other ones. They're way easier. But yeah, if you see a Thieves Trove while you're going to like, I don't know, the Na-Totambu group event, or while you're on the way there, definitely pick it up. But yeah, not worth actually chasing these things down, in my opinion. But yeah, I'll still link everything in there for you to check out. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your support as always. If you've got any questions about any of this stuff, as always, just let me know. I'll help you out. Alright, take care everyone. I'll see you next time.